Be firm in your zone of genius. Recently, my team and I were in a meeting with a good friend of mine. He and I are creating a new workshop. While we were going over the nitty gritty of who would do what and how all of this would work, I shared that we would be using my model for the webinar. My team would run the chat and Q&A, and we would write and manage the show up and follow campaign. I didn't ask if this was okay. I knew that this was the right way to do it, and I shared my opinion with complete certainty. My launch partner agreed to the terms. You see, I suck at a lot of things, but creating a webinar that can sell a course, workshop, service, or event isn't one of them. Case in point, earlier this week I did a webinar for another guru tribe starting at 8:30 p.m. Because that case in point, earlier this week I did a webinar for another guru's tribe starting at 8:30 p.m. because that time that has performed well for his group before. Since I am normally in bed at 9:30 and I am not the epitome of energy, engagement, and persuasion while I'm sleeping, I knew I needed a little bit of God's gift to entrepreneurs to get my mojo on. So, with coffee in hand and a smile on my face, I signed on for this challenge. Following our blueprint, the same one that I have used over and over again, with 100 people on, 35 of them, the nicest and action taking entrepreneurs, signed up for our $1,000 course, Social Media Cash Machine. I would say that earning $35,000 in an hour is worth going to bed a little later than usual. The thing is, I used to be more flexible working with partners. I would agree to change my format to match theirs. I would let them run the behind the scenes Q&A and not require them to make my team an organizer. I would let them record our sessions and forego the live interaction if they wanted it to be that way. But at some point, I got enough chutzpah to say, this is the way that I work. If that doesn't work for you, then we're not partnering. It didn't make them a bad person. It just meant that we were not a good fit. And guess what? They have all been willing to work the same way that works for me because of the certainty I have in the conversation. If there is a method or system of doing things that works well for you, stop allowing others to change it because of their desires, interests, and whims. Set your non-negotiables and spend your time working with the right fit clients and partners who accept you as the expert and are willing to follow the way you do things. Those who won't are not a good fit, but the good news is because you say no to one, you can much more quickly get to the person behind them who does need and want your help. That thing you are good at, keep doing it and work with only those who let you do it the way that only you can. Never waste time on those who don't get it.